Right. Bit of a different video, both in terms of aesthetic and the content itself. I had this idea last night actually in bed. How is this video a different video? Well, I am not trying to give you guys advice per se. I don't want to say advice, but I'm not trying to like put anything into perspective here in a way, because this is a dichotomy from the title for me as well. Before that, let's do a bit of a backstory, a bit of story time, if you will. So now, today it's 27th January, and the last time I went to uni was probably like 13th or 12th December, something like that, second week of December. We had our Christmas break, and then another week which I couldn't attend, and then another 2 or 3 weeks off, which second semester is starting this week. So before that I was busy, you know. I am still busy, but the thing is, before that I had work, I had uni, I had friends to go meet, you know, the whole nine, you know, the stuff that happens usually when you're in uni. But after that, when the holidays came and uni was closed and we had our Christmas break, I kind of started feeling a bit, you know, unaccomplished, let's say, because I've always been in the mentality that we have to keep doing shit, you know, back to back to back, one after the other, and that mentality got me kind of empty in a way, because I didn't have anything to do. And don't get me wrong, I'd still work on my business stuff, you know, 4 or 5 hours a day easily. I would do that, go to the gym, go to work 2 days, maybe 3 days a week. But still, there's only so much you can do. So that's when I kind of, I don't want to say stumbled upon, but I knew this concept existed. But that's when I started looking more into, I guess, consciously, into this whole thing of the two ways of leading life. Not the two ways of leading life, but you get the point. You know, there's a type of person that does things and just completes tasks. Excuse me. And then there's another type of person that just is, that goes with the flow, doesn't overcomplicate, you know, doesn't do to-do lists, things like that. Yeah, just doesn't think about what to do mainly. I mean, of course, we can't not do anything, but I mean, if you have work, you go to work. If you have uni, you go to uni. You get the point. Just doesn't sit down and think about what to do next. If they have nothing to do, they would just exist, just be there. Which, don't get me wrong, by no means is this an original video idea or original idea, because I have seen videos sort of in this umbrella before on YouTube, on different platforms. But the dichotomy starts here, right? I have always been the kind of person that likes to have a scheduled day, basically. For as long as I can remember, I have done things, you know, just spontaneous. Like, yeah, I like to be like that. I like to just go. I'm not saying I'm like some sort of, I'm not saying I'm like David Goggins or something, but you know what I mean. So when I was hit with this thing of, you know, just showing up and being happy in what your life is and how, you know, the trajectory that your life follows naturally. And one of the videos I saw used a cat analogy. You know how like a cat just exists. It doesn't need to do anything per se for hours and hours and hours, and it can just sit there and exist and be in its own sort of space. Things like that. It led me to thinking, you know, if you really have this mentality, okay, how do I put this? If we really were to not think and not do, it would naturally mean that the opportunities that we get in life have to repeat themselves. Because the way that I have led life until this point, if I see one type of opportunity somewhere, I naturally think that once that's gone, it's gone. For example, if I see a girl that I like and I didn't go up to her, if she's gone, she's gone. You know, she's not just gonna show up again. You get what I'm saying, right? I have always been a believer in the fact that there is gonna be only one instance of one kind of opportunity, is what I'm trying to say. That's, for me, that's the best way I can put it with the limited, you know, vocab that I have. But that's been fucking with my head a little bit. Because the very fact that I make these videos, the very fact that I'm recording this right now, means that I don't believe I can just exist, doesn't it? If you think about it, all the little things that we do, more often than not, some of them will indicate that you are not complete, you are not fulfilled just existing. Now here's the part that really, it's really fucking with my head. So everything that I said up until this point, well, the fucking title of the video, dichotomy, that means that it's debatable. There is room for arguments from either side. But if you think about it, the very fact that it's debatable means that you are not just existing. Now, okay, let's say, like, there are two people, me and you, and we're debating on this topic, and I'm saying that we can just exist, and you're saying that we have things we need to do in our existence, you know? The fact that I feel the need to debate, speak on behalf of this mentality of existing and not overcomplicating, thinking what to do, what not to do, this whole thing, the very fact that I feel the need to defend it and to argue for it means that I'm not a believer in the fact that I can just exist and not care about any of this. Yeah, I will be making another video on this because I really want to get to the bottom of this. You know, the way I see it at this point in life is that it's got to be a balance of both. Like, neither extreme is doable on a long-term basis. Oh, and sorry for the fucking wind. I mean, yeah, I had to record it while walking, and UK wind, it's shit. So yeah, if you hear a lot of wind noise, just bear with me. I mean, you did. yeah, I think that's it. Well, as always, I'm rooting for you. Have a great day, bro.